And a good morning to you all. It's Friday, and good to see you on this Friday. I have to say that before we get into the weather here, on our Facebook page, we're talking about cold remedies, and what are some of the folk remedies that you have? Not the Nyquil or cough syrup or anything. The Vicks Vapor Rub, all those medicines you can get at the store. What are some of the good folk remedies? On we had over 50 comments, and would like to know yours. If you go on our Facebook page and comment there. A lot of chicken soup, a lot of honey and lemon, some of the traditional ones there. Liz, our weather watcher in Corey, said chicken broth every 20 minutes, warm, not hot. Uh, really does help out there. So, perhaps that's something to do. I know I love chicken soup, and sometimes I just drink the broth and not all the chicken. So something there. Uh, and the one that I've heard, and I heard this a while ago, Dave never heard it, putting an onion in your sock and going to sleep with an onion. Now, it's known medically that if you cook onions and cooked onions, whatever chemicals they release help relieve the symptoms of a cold and help shorten it when you cook it. I don't know if the raw onion helps there. So, but I've never, and I've heard this as a kid. Raw onion. We've had many interesting ones there. Um, Bacon and spices and kerosene that someone actually put and put on an old sheet or whatever, and you put on your body and you sleep with it. No thanks. First of all, my luck, a spark would happen, I'd blow up. That's not fun. So we have a couple of good ones there, and hopefully, you can go on there and let us know some of your folk remedies when you have a cold. It's that time of year. Now we had some snow showers earlier, and give me a second here. As you know, our door is right here. I have to check and look at the pavement. Okay. I haven't checked in about 45 minutes here. And we had some good snow showers about, a half hour ago, but they really didn't accumulate a whole lot. In fact, the ground, which is untreated, by the way, just has a very light coating. And then we have just a coating on the grassy areas. So, as you're looking here, you can see some snow showers here at the airport. Nothing big time here. Two trains moving. That's how I always like watching the trains, even though it's nighttime here. Uh, excuse me. And the snow hasn't really accumulated a whole lot here. Let's go to Edinburgh, which may have the most on the ground. They are just getting a couple of flakes right now, and there you can see enough to just cover the grass, and a little bit on the grassy areas, which tend to be colder than the pavement. Now we've had some very warm temperatures of late, and that warms up the ground, and the ground does store that heat to some extent. So at times like this, when the temperatures are just marginally cold, the pavement, which can hold the heat better than the soil, allowing the roadways to stay pretty wet. And while on things like, I may not be able to see here, but the vehicles in the background do have a light snow cover on them. The vehicles in our parking lot also have a light coating. But overall, I think the roadways are in a pretty good shape as we start out the day here. And our temperatures and weather watchers, and most of our weather watchers, again, thank you so much. You guys and girls really make it much easier for us. You're our eyes out there that we don't have. And most, again, Liz and Corey had about a half inch. As you saw in Edinburgh there, maybe a good solid half inch on the grassy areas. We have a good solid coating here. Some of the temperatures are flirting below freezing, but most of you are at or just above the freezing mark. Add that to the warm ground, and that doesn't bode well for a lot of ice on the roads. So the roadways should be mainly wet. Want to watch bridges, overpasses. You always sometimes you watch the sign, you see the signs there. Bridges and overpasses freeze before the road surface. That's because the bridges and overpasses, have air underneath them, so they get colder faster. They don't have the warm ground to warm it up. So it's not uncommon to. I know even coming to work, sometimes I'll pass over the I-90 bridge on Cherry Street Extension, and we'll have wet roads. I'll go over the bridge, and there'll be a coating of slush, and sometimes it can get kind of dicey on that bridge before you go back onto the warm roads again. So watch for that in what is otherwise not too bad of a start to our week. Linda Flatley, good morning to you. Diane, a lot of people chatting in today here on a Friday. Bob and Sue, good to see you. Hey, Rose, out there in Meadville, happy Friday. A little snowy out there. Charles, hello. Well, we love it when you watch us, Charlie. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Hey, Vicky, have a blessed day. Good to see you. Hey, Lori, it's Friday. Love to say that. 31. And as you saw in the picture, not a whole lot on the ground there. Hey, Kim, 31. Light snow covering out there in Corey. Nancy Turner, good to see you this morning. Hey, Danielle out in Mercer. Yes, got the coating here. Yeah, it does. The coating does help keep the mud from looking too ugly there. Hello, Phyllis. Good to see you. Light snow coating there. The other Edinburgh gal. Darlene Stelmack, good morning to you. Don't recall the name there. So if this is your first time joining the weather chat, good to see you this morning. And it's a quick chat, not a long, arduous discussion here. Just me and a quick look at the weather there and some other neat things we'll talk about from time to time, like what we had for Christmas and, well, folk remedies. Now, we don't expect much in the way of, again, precipitation today. Here is our future cast. And again, wet snow mixed with rain showers at times through the evening hours. I'm not expecting more than an inch on the grassy areas in any one spot. And again, the roadway should stay wet for today. Now, tonight, the winds go more west, and that will allow for some bands of lake effect to move through. Some of you in the belt areas from 90 toward Corey and Edinburgh, Lori, we're talking to you. You may get 3, thinking more like 1 to possibly 2. But 3 is now the question if it gets just a touch colder there. Then for Erie, less than an inch, if that. And again, roadways here in Erie should stay wet, as I don't think we'll drop below freezing, at least in downtown Erie. And temperatures going to about 29 or 30 on the inland side. So a little better chance of some slipperiness on untreated roads and parking lots for early Saturday commuters here. Notice the snow bands continue Saturday on that northwest flow, and again, could get up to another inch before looks like they finally dissipate during the afternoon or just go to some flurries. And then on Sunday, not bad at all. And really, we're looking at an extended period of some fairly tranquil weather as we head on towards Sunday. And there you have it. Oh, it's rage and glory. Mid-30s today, some snow showers, less than an inch most areas. Inch or so for tonight, except 1 to 3 in the belts into the early morning hours on Saturday. And look at it. Now, Monday is kind of a question mark. We have a weather system going in from the south. But Wednesday and Thursday, I think I chatted yesterday about one of the models having a real cold outbreak. Whenever we have models that make quick shifts in, from like warm to very cold with just one day, normally that's probably more of a mathematical problem and not true. And usually it fixes itself the next day. And that's what happened here. That model, which had us in an Arctic blast for Thursday, has now gone back to just a chillier hit. And you can see temperatures, normal highs 36. We're around 40 here Sunday through Tuesday. And Wednesday and Thursday, a front goes through dry. But again, we can't rule out some flakes or drops here over the next several days between Sunday and Thursday. But really, January continues with a lot of tranquility in the forecast, at least throughout much of next week. And January itself is expected to be above normal temperature-wise and below normal precipitation. So maybe it will be a relatively quiet month. We'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, everyone. Hello to Amy. Amy Renee, hello. 34 there on State Street. A little cold. Jan Moses, good to see you. Yep. Yeah. Don't I don't like to see you know don't like to see a lot of the snow on the roadways there. We've been kind of spoiled here. Um, yep, lemon tea and vitamin C, Lori. I will say, I do take zinc. I find it helps me. Some of those zinc tablets. A lot of the oh gosh, what is it called here? Oh, I forgot what it's called. That you get over the counter, but it's basically zinc. The thing you take before a cold. The name escapes me, of course, but they're basically zinc and they dissolve in your mouth. That's helped me as well. But yes, chicken soup. We always keep a fryer at home just in case anyone gets. I mean, we just like chicken soup, But whenever a cold comes on, we start boiling it and make some chicken soup. Helps every time. I like waffles for breakfast too, Joey. And they may not help with your cold, but man, they sure taste good. All right, everyone, gonna fly here. Get ready to do a little work here at the station. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Have yourselves a good Friday, a good weekend, and we'll do it again on Monday. Take care.